Hey everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. For the 11th day of Screammas, we have gotten some brand new set photos that kind of reveal a lot about the new film. We're gonna talk about all those in just a second here, but first I'm gonna need y'all to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Also, if you want to hear me talk about something that isn't Scream, later today I'll be talking about the Orphan prequel, so make sure to check that out. Alrighty, now let's get into it.
What's your favorite scary movie? Amen.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Well, I'm Pennywise the dancing now.
We're gonna get you. Oh, blood on the beast!
God, don't do that.
But sometimes death is better.
So a few really cool things happened today. The Scream account replied to me for the first time like ever, which, not gonna lie, geeking out a little bit. But the thing that you probably care about more is the fact that we got 3 new images from the upcoming Scream film. This first picture is the one that I have been studying probably the most. It's this picture of Gale Weathers in this amazing effing red pantsuit, which is just like, wow, I wish I could pull off something like that. That's awesome. And she is very clearly investigating some kind of crime scene. Now, I've watched my Scream 5 locations video multiple times now trying to figure out like where exactly this was filmed. I'm 90% sure this was filmed the same day when they were filming like Gale Weathers. She's literally in the same outfit. We got like this behind the scenes picture from like this HelloSydney.com article, which is what I used for that Scream 5 locations video earlier in the year. Now they filmed this at just some like random intersection in Wilmington, North Carolina. It's really cool. It's a really pretty little like area. It's got like these trees that like overhang, so there's like kind of like this, it's like kind of shaded. It's a really gorgeous spot to film. But going over this picture a few times, I was trying to compare it to shots of the house where they filmed the opening kill, and it doesn't, I'm like 90% sure they didn't film this there, but something that would be cool is if they were investigating like that murder, which I'm still on the fence about if Jenna Ortega survives that scene or not. So the police are investigating that attack, as Dewey says, and then maybe Gale Weathers shows up to start investigating. Maybe this is what like her draw is into the like this new series of killings. Because of course she wants to probably write a new book and cash in on that. That's kind of Gale's MO. So this could be our scene where we get reintroduced to Gale Weathers. She comes back to Woodsboro to like investigate and figure out like who is the killer this time around. Maybe write another book. She'll make a bunch of money. Once again, totally Gale Weathers' MO. The other thing that might be the case here is maybe she's investigating another like series of murders that happened in a different house, and then like someone else's random house at that intersection, which is completely different from the house from the opening kill. Then I guess we could be like dealing with a whole nother murder, maybe one that happens later on in the film. I still think it would be kind of cool if Gale Weathers was on the scene for like the first murder, like that would be kind of sick, but if they don't end up going that route, like I said, that's pretty specific, I'm not gonna be too disappointed. I'll tell you what though, that house where they filmed the opening kill is absolutely gorgeous though, so if there's like a whole bunch of shots of that during the night and during the day, I'm not gonna be disappointed. It's a pretty cool area. I will say just another dumb thing I noticed about this picture is that Gale Weathers is specifically looking in a totally different direction than all of the other cops. All of them are looking towards like, I guess, a house in the background or kind of like investigating the area one way. So I think Gale might be onto something that the cops are missing in this photo, and then she notices something and boom, it leads to a clue that leads to the next thing. Total Scooby-Doo style. The next picture that got shared with us was this epic shot of Ghostface that I will probably be using for the thumbnail of this video. Now there's nothing super crazy to talk about here. I think for sure this is a shot from when Chad Meeks is getting attacked by Ghostface. We've seen that in the trailer and a few like little TV spots. Could this be Liv McKenzie under the mask though, as I might have theorized in the past? Beep, beep, beep. And then the last and probably the most peculiar shot of all is this shot of Richie, Wes, Sam, and Dewey all sitting on the couch ready to have a stab marathon. I don't even care if one of those characters is the killer. I would just love to sit down with all of those people and just watch horror movies. That would be so cool. Another thing I see a lot of eagle-eyed fans noticing about this picture is that if you zoom in really closely on the Blu-rays on the table, you can see it's Stab 6 and Stab 7. And as I said to Critical Overlord, where the fuck do I get a copy of these movies? I mean, we've already kind of seen the opening scenes for those movies from Scream 4, so like I want to see the rest of the movie. Not really, but I think that's kind of funny to put out there. Also, I saw We Watched a Movie tweeted out that like he had like just in total disbelief that kids would be eating fruit while watching horror movies, which is absolutely hilarious to me as well. I still want y'all to release that recipe though. I guess Ghostface makes a mean fruit salad. But another thing I want to point out about this scene is we have already kind of seen it in the trailer, and we have seen other people sitting around this couch talking about whoever the killer could be. So could our characters here be looking at someone who's now walking into the room and maybe they're kind of suspicious of said character. Once again, not a whole lot to draw from this scene. I think it's pretty cool that they're all about to like watch all the stab movies, like to get kind of caught up on like what's happened with like the Woodsboro killings, and like just to know like a little more about Ghostface, I guess, is like what Dewey is trying to show to these kids. I'm very excited to see this scene, because out of context, I have no idea why Dewey would be sitting around with the kids having a movie marathon, but like I'm very excited to learn why. It's probably something to do with like they're all like horror film fans or whatever, and like they're just getting their watching their stab movies because it's like the anniversary of it or whatever. And maybe Dewey's sitting there protecting them, because I believe he has a line in one of the TV spots where he specifically says the killer is always from the friend group of the first person who gets attacked. I guess it was like a line that he had said earlier on, which stays true throughout all the other Scream movies. Will it stay true with this one though? Question mark, question mark. I guess we'll have to find out on January 14th. What do you guys think about these brand new pictures? Are you excited for Scream coming out in like a couple of weeks now? Are you going to see it 5 or 6 times in the theater like myself? Leave me a comment about it down below. Thank you all so much for watching my new Scream update. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Just look up KillJoy Jake and I should come up. Thank you for 7,000 subscribers. Holy shit! We are getting so close to 10K. I mean, oh my god, my head is going to explode. This is so exciting. Make sure to support me on Patreon. If you support me at the $3 tier or above, you will be getting a special Christmas video later today, which I'm very excited to post. It's a Patreon exclusive video too, so only patrons are going to be able to see it. Thank you all again for watching, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.